My son was in the fourth grade and he was more than 2 grade levels behind in his reading level. My wife and I decided to have him tested and he was diagnosed with dyslexia. We proceeded then to take him to a private tutor at a personal monthly cost of over $400 a month. And the private tutor used Orton Gillingham approach to reading. And when he started receiving this approach to reading, his reading just flourished. Improving literacy instruction was my number one priority after taking the job. Day one, we wanted to help our students, especially our primary students who were coming out of the pandemic, and we knew there was substantial learning loss, especially with the foundational reading skills with our primary students. For the most part, it was a smooth transition because the teachers wanted change. And I think that some of the first teachers that actually went through the training, they were giving some great feedback and just talking about how great the program was to the other teachers. And it kind of caught on fire.
So within that 1 year, we trained about 50% of our staff. And along the way, we had the decision made by the end of the year as to what curriculum we would choose and get implemented by the second year. So the second year was a year for implementation with fidelity. And in that, we found some struggles of how to make sure we were doing Orton Gillingham with fidelity and getting the right pieces for the Kentucky's summative assessment, their standards for Kentucky, all in one. We've gotten a lot of synergy, if you want to use that word, from our teachers working together, having a common language across the district and seeing the results and talking about the results that they're getting in their classrooms. So it's been just a big wave of enthusiasm and excitement and re-energizing a lot of teachers that have been in the classroom for over 15, 20 years.
After 2 years of implementation, our proficiency distinguished scores have went up. They have improved. One of our elementary schools, their proficient distinguished scores went up more than 11% in those 2 years.
What we're seeing right now is that the teachers are getting students that are better prepared than they ever had been before. So you give us about a good 3 years, especially with the kindergartners that have had it from kindergarten, first, and second, our third grade scores from that momentum of 3 years, we're going to see some great results.